Hi everyone, welcome to Provisual Tutorials. In this video, I will show you how you can place and showcase your design using Provisual and 3D mockups. I'll also explain why this is an important and very often an overlooked part of selling your design to a client. The process I'm going to show will help you save a lot of time. And as you know, time is the most critical asset, not only for you, but also for business owners. So say goodbye to the never-ending revisions and instead, spend your free time exploring the 3D mockups and uplifting your presentations. In this video, I'm going to use a pre-designed packaging brand, which includes a brand logo, color palettes, and patterns. Time to open a 3D mockup in Provisual to showcase your design in action, to give your client a real idea of how their branding will look on the apparel, packaging, transport, devices, and on many other interesting objects. Let's see how you can implement your creative ideas with 3D mockups. Let's navigate to the 3D Models section and select an object for our tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn how to customize the 3D mockup of a landscape paper bag. I think this one is what we need. Let's create a new project. On the left side of the window that has just opened, you can see the panel with scenes. Here you can create new variations of the 3D mockup, each with different design, materials, and environment settings. You will be able to add the new ones and delete the ones you don't need. Below, in the scene elements, we see the structure of the 3D model, where all separate elements are grouped into the folders. On the right side of the screen, you can see the design layers, where you can add your design and work with each design layer separately. Below, you can find the panel with the setup of the material you select. At the bottom of the viewing window, there is a toolbar which you can use to perform quick actions with the 3D model, some of which we will cover in this tutorial. To see more useful features and possibilities of Provisual, you can go to the Tutorials panel by clicking on the corresponding icon at the lowermost toolbar. This is how our 3D mockup of the paper bag looks like. Provisual has only high-quality and detailed models. Let's turn off drop shadow to fine-tune our 3D mockup. Now let's add our design to the bag. To add the design, click on the Add Design button on the Design Layers panel. You can also download a UV map and create your design in another editor. I've prepared a few design elements myself. Let's add the first one. In this window, we see the editor, where we can move and modify our design. Here on the left, the position of our design on the 3D model is always displayed in real time. Amazing! Now let's add the text design to the handles of the paper bag. To do this, click on the Add Image button. Zoom in the UV map to place the design more precisely. Saving the design. Now adding the client's logo to the front and sides of the bag. Clicking again on the Add Design button at the Design Layers panel. We will place our design based on the UV map. Looks great. Let's save it. Let's add a drop of color to our paper bag. Let's do it. Select the Background tab on the Design Layers panel to activate it. You can either select or customize the color using the color palette, or enter the color code manually. Like this. Now copy this color and apply it to the inner part of the bag. Next, we'll add some brightness to the bag's handles. Bright red really goes well with our design. Next up, we will set up the material for the logo we've just applied. Select the design layer on the Design Layers panel to activate it. In the Materials gallery, we select the glossy material. This one will do. Now in the Materials settings, we will add the reflectivity. Next, let's add more volume to the logo using the wonderful bevel feature. Just slightly tweaking the material. Done. Looks great. A very stylish paper bag. Let's enable the drop shadow and select the background for our paper bag. Now we need a background. We have lots of pre-made background options in Provisual. We can choose a solid fill as the background, or we can go for a gradient fill. Here, we can select the colors, and also set the direction of the fill linear or radial. You can also pick one of the pre-designed backgrounds that we've prepared for you, or add your own image. Let's add one. Excellent. If you think that you need to change the lighting of the 3D mockup, you can definitely do that. Proceed to the environment settings. Here, you can change the position of the light sources vertically and horizontally. I will slightly modify the light source horizontally. In Provisual, you can turn on moving lights to see how the light enhances the shape and texture of the 3D model. Rotate the 3D model to see how the design looks in motion. Save your clients money by using Provisual. You achieve this as you visually demonstrate how your design and client's product will look in real life before even printing it, posting it on social media, or other online platforms. Thanks to Provisual, you provide your client with a visual representation of your design and confidence in the decisions made. One more reason I like working with Provisual is that I can quickly suggest the diversity of the design options or additional materials for a brand and then sell them to the client, saving the project. After you've completed your design, you can share it with everyone by clicking the Share button. You'll get a shareable link to open the interactive viewer with your 3D model. Share it with colleagues, friends, or clients. And that's the end of our tutorial on designing landscape paper bag 3D mockup. We hope this has been helpful for you. See you in the upcoming tutorials.